British Central Broadcast UK. This is London, and these are the news headlines. Professor Neil Ferguson announces that if the nation doesn't lock down for another 12 years, 10 out of 6 people will contract crabs by next Thursday. The BBC has announced it is to boost its diversity drive by making a gelatinous blob the new Director General of the BBC. And in sport, Mike Tyson has signed a contract to go up against Diane Abbott in an exhibition fight. Boris Johnson, and the only 2 people he is acquainted with that have qualifications in the sciences above the GCSE level, gave an update from number 10 on the government's new guidance on social distancing, where they said, "You must run in the opposite direction of anyone you see, and if you see someone else whilst running, you must run away in the opposite direction from them too." Bringing together data compiled by the most brilliant minds in the civil service, Chris Whitty offered the first-hand account of Florence Nightingale's night shift on a coronavirus ward, supported with the latest up-to-date epidemiological data appertaining to the global pandemic, citing references to the bubonic plague's progress through a small medieval hamlet in what is now modern-day Germany. When questioned about the validity of such data being used as justification for another lockdown, the Prime Minister took the unusual step of reading directly from the source material that was bound in animal hide and began with the words, "Oh yay." BBC political correspondent Laura Koonsberg pressed Boris Johnson for more details on when we can expect to come out of lockdown, which provoked the Prime Minister to recite lengthy passages in Old Norse from the Viking sagas and place a deer antler headdress upon Patrick Vallance's head, calling him Big Gum Gum. Good news today for the British economy, as the Bank of England has released a statement saying the new emerging industry of harnessing the energy emanating from sanctimonious NHS hand clapping should be enough to offset the cost of all future lockdowns. So it is expected that the Prime Minister will lead the nation in a new round of hand clapping, with jump leads attached to each hand feeding directly into the national grid. In other news, the Queen's second son, who shall not be named, has returned to royal duty by opening a creche in Battersea. It was all smiles for the cameras and with arms round staff members' waists as the Duke proudly announced that his upcoming grandchild will be named Geoffrey, after a cat he once had given to him by a family friend called Jimmy. And finally, the weather. According to Chris Whitty and Patrick Vallance, there will be gusts of wind up to 4,000 miles per hour across much of the south of the country, whilst the north will remain 20,000 leagues under the sea. Thank you and good night.